What's going on, everyone? Welcoming you back to Shiba Inu Land, your ultimate destination for your cryptocurrency fix. This is your host. The Ripple of Van Winkle. Hopefully everyone had an amazing day. Hopefully you're home enjoying the weekend, getting some beautiful weather. Maybe it's time for the pool. Maybe you got shovel some snow. I don't know what's going on around the world with the weather, because where I live in, beautiful Southwest Florida, you know, it's like 80 to 90 degrees a little year round. I was actually at the pool yesterday after work, and it was phenomenal. In this episode, I'm going to go over that Trend Solo video. Remember, Ripple is partnered with Trend Solo. Want you to see what? They're doing the return of the animal spirit, the trading of 20 million Bitcoins into a Bitcoin option for $200,000. Are there going to be USC BTCs? Are we going to have regulations? Will this have the potential to open the floodgates for firms like Ripple and Stellar? In regard to that Doge, I have you covered. It has increased by 95%. The next thing that is going to take place is the question of whether or not we are going to see a drop, whether or not we are going to see a dump, whether or not we are going to see a dump, whether or not we are going to see this thing continue to push forward. And I am going to tie what Doge is doing into the rest of the cryptocurrency market, so make sure you pay attention to that. And then there is the Tether machine. The fact that it is creating money once more can only indicate one thing, and that is that you should stay until the very end so that you can witness what is going to happen in the cryptocurrency markets. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will be of great assistance to me. I am on this platform twice a day, recording movies that cover all of the cryptocurrency markets. The most recent news is certainly the most important news. Bitcoin appears to be doing well, doesn't it? I am aware that it is currently trading at $67,630. In principle, I'm going to arrive at $3,978, and it's currently up 1.01% over the past 24 hours. 4.92% is the current increase. It was $1 early today, but it is now 99 cents since USDT is coming in its dollar pack, and USDC has gone to 99 cents. Folks, we have seen it. It was $1 earlier today. It is important to keep a watch on what is happening there. XRP is currently trading at 62 cents, but it is aiming for 63 cents. I have trust that it will get there, people. The overall market cap of cryptocurrencies is $2,596 billion. We are approximately $200 billion away from its all-time high, and it is not even close to reaching that level. It is still approximately 45 days away, give or take. This is really exciting. Bitcoin's going over 100,000. I'll tell you that right now Bitcoin's going anywhere from 125 to 175. Recall, I raised my predictions in the last video. My safe call before was 100 to 150. I'm thinking 125 to 175. It's going to happen. People are going to be blown away. How far do we retrace I? Truly think it's going to happen? Bitcoin, you know, during the bull market or the bear market, is going to sit. I can have $40. 000 range, I don't see it going down 3,000. Could you imagine how much money the institutions would lose? I'm pretty sure, and the way I'm looking at this is that where the institutions started to buy in, especially with their ETF, so where they started when they started to get in when the ETFs were announced, I mean, they were probably in before, but I think that's going to be the base of the markets moving forward, because that institutional demand, especially the institutional money, especially we're going to have, you know, a $5 to $7 trillion, maybe even higher cryptocurrency. Market cap, they're not going to lose money, they're not going to get it. Because imagine if all the institutional money, if they know that their option to get out needs to be like 48 000, so they don't lose a penny, where the markets and go, how much liquidity is going to leave the markets at that point. So I really think that's where we're going to sit for R. Base time will obviously tell. I'm not always right, you know. I'm not always right, nobody is always right, but that's just a prediction I'm thinking now. I went over a token last episode, Casper, that I'm a heavy believer and a heavy buyer. And here's another one. It's up over 120% of last year. And this is what I'm talking about. You had so much opportunity, you know, February to buy this thing. Even if we look before that, if we zoom out to the 12-month, look at the 12-month you had from April 1st all the way until about February of this year to buy this thing, to accumulate it. That's why I talk about dollar cost average. You know, you do them 50 bucks a week and you kept buying this thing, you would have 2 extra. Money at this point in H-bar, it's just getting started. You haven't seen anything yet on this thing. Nothing. This thing is going to explode. I've seen people out there talking about $1, $2, $3. I believe that it is also conceivable. And this is the reason why I've been a buyer of HBAR from around the year 2020. I am a proud owner of this thing, and I am aware that it is going to bring me a lot of money. Remember this because it is going to be extremely crucial moving forward with this video. Morgan Stanley has been predicting that cryptocurrency will cause a disruption in the banking industry in the year 2024. It is possible that this is the reason why they are so hesitant to publish guidelines and regulations regarding cryptocurrencies. They are attempting to gain the banking sector because, as you may recall, all of these individuals came from the banking sector. A return of animal spirits is coming. A total of 20 million bitcoins were locked into 200,000 buy options. According to the report, Bitcoin dealers are reevaluating the call option with a value of $200,000 after a gap of over 3 years. The debird depicts a Bitcoin call with a strike price of $200,000, which is approximately 3 times the market pricing options for cryptocurrencies. All of this leads to where I believe the markets are going to go and where we are going to get those parabolic blow-off tops. Open interest has soared to record highs along with the price rally of Bitcoin. Of the total rally, 14.6 million is locked into 200,000 call expiring on December 27th. The rest of the rally is concentrated in June and September. This is the most interesting thing, isn't it? You know this is going to be a magical year for crypto folks, imagine, and you should be so proud of yourself for being here early. You were here before the institutions. When in our lifetimes do we ever say that we get a crack at something before the institutional money comes in and starts dictating where these markets are going to go? When do we get it? We don't, and now we have that opportunity, and we need to take advantage of that opportunity because we are never going to have an opportunity like this again. As long as we are alive, this was talking about currency cloud, but a Visa solution that has gained in principal clearance from NAMAS for an MPI license in Singapore. The adverts were triangular, and they intentionally highlighted the fact that they were powered by Ripple, also known as on-demand liquidity. Over the course of the previous decade, we have altered our path to cross-border payment, where we have processed more than 15 billion US dollars to 30 payout nations. I am really proud of Tranglos, the CEO, and you can see this image. Tranglo began as a firm that provided cross-border airtime 15 years ago. Right now, what do they see at the top of the demand liquidity Ripple market expansion strategy USD 4 billion, and then the targets in pounds, Probably not a coincidence there now, as their chat said that this is an important reformation, that a digital currency issued by the United States Central Bank will not occur unless Congress passes approval. Stable coin laws are on the way. Check it out. Your gratitude, Mr. Chairman. It's great to see you, Mr. Powell. My first question is concerning CDBs. Recently, there has been a lot of discussion on social media about how people are worried about the federal government establishing a CDB without first obtaining congressional authorization. This is something that you and I have talked about in the past, and as you are aware, there are other methods besides a central bank that could use digital assets to create a secure and instant payment system. The question is, do you still agree that the Federal Reserve cannot introduce a digital currency issued by the United States Central Bank without the authorization of Congress? It is exactly what I'm going to accomplish from this stable coin laws, which are incoming stable currencies. Yes, I do thank you for it. Coins are going to be the key for these US players, so they can get rid of Nostrobostro accounts, right? They don't need to hold foreign capital. They can stop moving money across borders in digital currencies and have an intermediate currency or even a stable coin that is used as an intermediate currency. So they're coming, and I think this is the correct path to get legislation.